Hey guys, I guess I should finally start our moving vlog. Um, it's been really busy. I sound a little bit sick. Had a head cold over the weekend, which is why I didn't start it sooner. But I guess I'll explain what we're doing, what we've done, what we still have to do, and then I guess I'll start showing the process. So we are moving to Tasmania from Brisbane. Um, Soon in September of 2022. It's now August, I think, the start of August. I don't know what the date is. I think it's like the 4th or the 5th of August. Um, and all we've done so far is, well, we've bought a house. Well, we're in the process of buying a house. So the contract is signed, and then we just have to do a few other things, and then we'll go unconditional. But there's no reason why we would pull out now. The bank has already pre-approved our loan, so we don't have to worry about finance issues or anything like that. So we're on the straight shot now. We should be good to go by our settlement date, which is September 12th. We plan to be out of our apartment on the 5th of September. That's when we've booked our flights, and we should be in the town that we're moving to that day. We're going to stay there in an Airbnb for 2 weeks, because it's going to take about 2 weeks for our stuff to get from Brisbane to our new house, basically. So we thought we'd go a week early to settle in and make sure we have everything we need and make sure everything's going smoothly, and then we'll get our keys on settlement day. So it'll be nice that we'll be in Tasmania for our settlement day, because we weren't sure if we were going to have to fly down that day and try and get the keys, and there's only like one flight to Launceston a day, and those can be in the morning or they can be like really late in the afternoon. So we will already be there. We'll just be down the street from our new house, which is really exciting. And then after we get the keys, we just have to wait for our self-drive pretty much, which is exciting. But in that time, we will be able to organize any extra furniture that we need, because we are moving from a 2-bedroom apartment in the city into a 5-bedroom, 5-acre house in rural Tasmania. So it's a big difference, and we're really excited. So this is going to be the process of moving from Queensland, Brisbane city, to rural Tasmania, and I'm gonna vlog the whole thing. Well, I'm gonna try to. This literally never vlogged before, so if I forget to do a few things, then I apologize. And I really apologize for all the noise. It is quite a gloomy day there today, so inside is actually really dark, unless I turn all the lights on, which I don't really want to do because the lighting is not particularly nice inside. So there's a bit of car noise. It's the afternoon. People are getting ready, but I thought I would show you what our apartment looks like at the moment. It is an absolute mess. I'm well aware. I might not include this because it is really messy, and we've had people through to give us quotes for removals. We've had flooring people in, we've had bathroom people in. Oh, what I should explain is we are selling our apartment. We aren't selling it to move, so we're selling it after we move. But we're going to do renovations after we move, essentially. So after the 5th of September, we will have renovations started, and then once it's finished, we're going to list our 2-bedroom apartment in the city to sell, which is going to be super exciting for us, because then we don't have any attachment to the Brisbane city, and yeah, we'll be out of the city. It'll be fun. So we are renovating the apartment. We are painting the walls, because our apartment is in its original state. So how it was built back like 15 years ago is how it is still now. So the only thing we've really done is put up curtains, because there used to be blinds up there, which were terrible. So we put in blackout curtains, and we've done a few minor changes, but nothing too extravagant. So we are painting the walls a modern color, because right now they're a creamy eggshell, not very nice color in my opinion. And we are changing the floors. We're putting hybrid planks in the living and hall area, like the main area, and then in the 2 bedrooms we will have carpet, which is what we have been advised to do by our agent for the best selling potential. And obviously we want to do that. If that's what's popular on the market, then that's what we want to do. We personally wouldn't put carpets in the bedroom because we have a fully carpeted apartment at the moment. The only spots that aren't carpeted are the bathroom, kitchen, and outdoors, and the laundry cupboard is tiles. And I really hate cleaning all the carpet, so I would prefer to have just like wooden floors or something, or tiles. Something easier because carpet in Queensland is hot. But yeah, that's what's selling at the moment, so that's what we're putting in, which is fine. We're also replacing the built-in robes, which aren't actually built in. I'll actually show you what they look like. They call these built-ins. They are not built-in. They are just cupboards, freestanding, but they claim that they're built-in. They are not. We are replacing those with proper floor to ceiling that's going to go all the way out the top, sliding door, you know, your classic built-in robes that you normally see in houses. I guess in Australia, I think that's super common. These type of things aren't that common in my opinion, but they chose the cheap route, so that's what they put in there. And this is the flooring at the moment, which is this brown carpet. And that's all the way through except for the bathroom, kitchen, laundry, and outside, like I said. So we're replacing that. And we picked colors today for the carpet. So we're going with a grey color that sort of matches the curtain, which is going to be really hard to see because it's backlit, but it's a very similar color to our curtains. It's not going to be too matchy and it's not going to be too dark. So we had our agent here who does a lot of she does a lot of renovations. She helps her clients to do renovations, so she knows what's really popular and what's selling and what's going to be the best for our apartment with the lighting and all of that. So she was here, she helped us pick out colors for the carpet, and then we matched that with the hybrid planks that we are putting in the living room and dining hallway area. And we're going with a natural oak color, which is quite nice. It's got a little bit of grey in it. So it actually worked out really, really well to match the curtains and the carpet. So I did a really good job picking the curtains that I picked because that was the best color that's going to suit our apartment, especially when we put the white walls in. They're going to be like an off-white or antique white, I think it's what it's called, which is like the hot color right now. I don't know, housing stuff is not my forte. So that's why we have our agent who's helping us do all of that fun stuff. But yeah, I guess I'll go inside and I'm going to show you what our apartment looks like. I'm going to show you what I'm going to start packing, and then I'll talk about what stuff we're not packing, what we're not taking. The stuff we're not packing we are taking, but we are going to get the removals companies to pack that for us. So like the kitchen stuff, for example. Yeah, I'll explain. So this is our entryway. There's our front door there, kitchen's over there, and our main bedroom is there. This is the kind of the biggest mess. So I have some boxes. I literally just went and picked up 5 book boxes from Kenned's, and then I got 5 of these jumbo boxes here as well, just to get started on packing, because we will get the company who we move with to provide us with more boxes when we need them. But I really want to get started on this shelf this weekend. So we need boxes because we haven't booked a company just yet. We're still getting quotes. So these books, we have to sort through them and then pack them. And we don't need any of this stuff other than a few of the things that are up here. And actually just like the stuff that's this way we need now. The rest of it we don't need within the next like 5-7 weeks. Anyway, so we're going to pack that. This, obviously all the cat stuff is going to stay here until moving day. We'll pack that up before they come, because we are self-packing a lot of stuff, which is pretty much everything except for the kitchen, I think, and then the heavy stuff like the TV and stuff they will pack. The pile of stuff here that these boxes are leaning on is our donation pile. It's the beginning of a donation pile, at least. One of the companies that we got a quote for actually give you boxes to put your donation stuff in, and then they take it to Vinnie's or St. Vincent's, whatever you want to call it. They take that, or you can make a big pile if the stuff is too big for boxes, and they take it with your stuff, and then they donate the donation stuff, and then obviously ship your stuff to you. So that stuff will just be a pile that moves around the house for the time being until we get those boxes and we can start packing that stuff into the boxes. So that pile is going to grow. It's a little bit annoying at the moment because it's right where I want to work. So I'm going to have to move that, and I'm going to have to move the cat toys because that's my first task this afternoon, is working on that. The next thing I'm going to tackle, which is a bit scary to look at, is this shelf. So it's full all the way up, all the way down. That stuff is both tools, so that'll be packed last because we need to disassemble this whole shelf, which is why I want to start taking everything out and start packing everything off the shelf other than the food. I'm really not sure where that food's going to go. I think once we empty this bookshelf this weekend, I'm going to move all the food and all the stuff that we're going to try to get through over the next 5 weeks onto these shelves because they can travel like that. The actual 2 shelves on each one, they come out, which we will probably take them out so that they don't get broken, but they can travel like that. We don't have to dismantle them. This one has to be dismantled because it is massive. As you can see, it just fits through door frames, but it's going to take up so much space in the truck. So we would like to compress it down. Obviously, that is coming with us. The cats will be super sad if we don't bring that. So that's coming. Oh, one of the cats have knocked down a frame. That's a crafting frame for cross stitch. So obviously that's coming with me with my craft stuff that's there. And then this shelf, we've already started organizing this shelf. I say organizing, we've gone through it. Andy's gone through it because it's his stuff. And this used to be full. All the empty ones here used to be full of like DVDs and Blu-rays and movies. And we've gone through that. These are all the ones we want to keep. So all the DVDs and movies and Blu-rays and stuff that we want to keep, they're all here. So those need to be packed up, which we can do really easily. And then we have all of our games other than, a few anime disc sets here. But the rest of it is like just games. So all of this is games. And they're they are all being packed up as well because we don't need any of the discs right now. We have stuff if we want to play that is downloaded already that we own digitally. So we don't need to have those, but we are taking them with us, obviously. This stuff will get put into probably whatever box they can fit in. Most of them are plushies that I've made, obviously. So like these and the little Totoro, and then the zebra and the owl, and then the octopus up there, and there's a few squishy things. There's a few things behind those cubes, but most of them are soft. Other things that are not so soft and we don't want broken, like this little ornament that we got from our neighbor. And obviously we don't want to break our things. They will just get wrapped up in a bit of bubble wrap, and then we'll pop them in whatever box they fit into, basically to fill space because they're so small. I don't even want to show you the living room because it is a mess right now, but that's not something we're packing up immediately anyway. Oh, this bag here is sheets that are going to get donated, so that is part of this pile. Vinnie's do take that, which is great. I need to wash that blue sheet because Lola decided that was a really fun place for her to play, so she's been playing in it for the past like 4 months that it's been sitting there. And that's Paul, and he is obviously coming. We can't leave Paul behind. He's our doorman. This is not coming. The weights are. That's just holding down the cat scratcher. And the cat scratcher is going to stay there, and then we'll throw it out on the day that we move so that the cats can use it until then, obviously. And yeah, we have all of the cat toys, which obviously were coming with us, but they're going to stay here unpacked so the cats can play with them. The tunnel folds up really nice and small. They've decided to claim one of these baskets as something they play in, which is fine because we don't need it obviously, and we're happy to have them play in it, and it's very soft, so it just pops back out into a square when it's not squashed on the ground like that. But yeah, that's most of the stuff that I'm packing this weekend. We also have this, so that's our recycling bin. I have some cat litter there. I actually need to take that to be donated with, I have a few sachets of kitten food there that Lola didn't like. So I'm going to donate that to either a shelter or a vet or something, because we don't use that cat litter anymore, and I can't mix that litter with the litter that we use because that is a bentonite clay type thing. It can't be flushed down the toilet. The one we have at the moment is, I think it's corn, it might be soy. I think we have corn pellets and they can be flushed down the toilet. So I obviously can't mix them. And then we have shoes. The only shoes I'm going to keep out are my boots. All those are my shoes on the floor there. The rest are Andy's and he uses those. So they'll stay there, obviously. This is our little cat station. And obviously that's not getting packed up because we need to feed the cats. So I just bought them almost all the food we need for the next 5 weeks. I need to get 2 more lots of, or packets of food for Lola because she eats so much. And she's only got 1 left. So I have to go get more of those because they only had 3 and I need 5 for the next 60 days. Sorry, I need 60 tins for the next 30 days. Sorry, it's been a long day. But we were told that this can travel like that. We don't need to break that down. It's just a Kmart thing. If it gets broken, that's fine. I'm actually considering taking the wheels off when we get there and having it just sit on the ground because it is very rickety on the carpet with wheels. So I'm sure it'll be fine once it's on tiles, which is what we'll have in the house. If it's not, I'm just going to take the wheels off because they just screw in at the bottom. And then I'll just sit flat wherever I put it. Yeah, and that's just all cat stuff and more cat stuff. So yeah, that's what's happening at the moment. The other stuff we need to pack is like just our bedroom stuff and then our office and the lounge room, which is a mess. I don't really want to show it because it's crazy, but this is what I'm starting with. And yeah, let's get packing. I'm going to show you. I'm going to start on this bookshelf now, and I'm going to pop my phone up to film what I'm doing, basically, just for fun. Yeah, enjoy. Lola. I guess I'm packing a cat in my yard. Look at her. Yeah, that's what I thought, you gremlin. Okay, things are still a mess, but all of the stuff here is being donated, plus this, not Paul. Paul is coming. I've said this before. Paul is coming. That's our friends we borrowed. Those we have to pack their book shelf. Oh my god, what are they called? Bookends. I'm tired. And that's our medication. And the top is just a mess. But we've done that. And over here, we have done all of this was yarn. So that's all packed. That's just my tripod stuff and a tape measure. These were crafting things. That's almost empty now. It's just traveling supplies, which we will pack when we know what we're taking with us, essentially. And those are empty too, other than they have scrap yarn in them, which I like to use for stuffing for cat toys, but I'm just going to have to throw them because I will have plenty of scrap yarn when we get to Tasmania and I start crafting again. And that one, they're going to get donated because they're both open and I don't know why we even have them. But yeah. Oh yeah, Andy said also games. So, oh damn it, I missed something. That's fine. He started doing Xbox stuff, and I think that was Switch stuff in there. We still have a lot to go. I have taken off all of my crochet things except for that because I missed it, and I put them in a box. This was in the lounge room, and it was stuffed full every drawer, and the top was a big mess. It is now empty except for this, which just has receipts that I need to take into the office to sort out for tax stuff, which is fun. Yeah, so good. It's still messy. We have one book box left there, and then 3 jumbo size boxes left from the 10 that I bought today. It is Sunday now, which I think is like 2 days or a day later. We haven't done a whole lot. We're just sort of slowly going through things, but we've sorted through and emptied as much as we can, but we sorted through our clothes and made a massive donation pile over here, and that's not even going to be all of it, so that's really good. These are empty for the most part. They have pillows in them. We were told that the dresser can go like this and we can put pillows in them to help protect the drawers. My drawers are not empty, so Andy has the bottom 2, I have the top 2. That's all the stuff I'm going to be using over the next 4 weeks. And this is all either really warm winter stuff, jeans and beanies, or summer stuff, so swimmers. And the other stuff that's in the bottom of there is just stuff that I wanted to keep for memories and things from over the year. I also sorted through my pajamas as well, so that's where my pajamas are. That's Andy's, so I'm not going to open it, but he needs to go through that drawer still. Other than that, once I pack my clothes, obviously, which we're going to do the weekend we're leaving, that's ready to go. I do need to sort out all the stuff on the top here. I've sorted some of it out and it's a bit dusty, but that's okay. But things like this, which is nearly empty, whoops, this is nearly empty. We need to use that still. This is ready to pack. I just need to actually find a box for it to fit in, which we're running out of. That's just rubbish. And very old Snoopy, who is obviously coming with us, needs to go in a box, but he's just going to hang out there now. We haven't really done much else in the bedrooms. In here, at least, I sorted through my dresser. So this one here has all my socks and underwear and bras and all of the things that I need in there. So obviously that's going in my suitcase. This one down here had, one side was all my splints and supports and all of that stuff that I need for EDS. So ankle braces, knee braces, wrist supports, splints, etc. And the other side had a box of various medications that I've used over the years. So I went through that and about 90% of it was actually expired. So I took the box out. I took out all the medication that's not expired, but I don't use the medication. I sort of use it. I use a different dose, and the dose that was in there is too strong. It's a daily dose, whereas I take the same amount of dose, but I take it, half of it, twice a day. I just don't find that taking it once a day is as effective as taking it twice a day. But I'm going to keep them. I have 4 boxes. They cost me about $20. So I don't want to just throw them out, especially since they're still in use and I do use them. So I might, if I get desperate, break the tablets in half, because they're just tablets, so I can break them. This still needs to be sorted, but it's like heat pack and eucalyptus rub because I've been sick, and Nurofen, and the top is just a mess, but I use that stuff pretty much every day. So yeah, that's gonna stay there until we're ready to pack up. And there's a Tilly. Hi. Hello. Obviously we still have a lot of cat toys, and I don't know if we're going to take this with us because the girls really don't use it. So I might give it a really, really good clean and see if our neighbors want it, because they have 2 cats as well. In the bathroom, I sorted through here and we had some taller stuff up there. So I've sorted through this. Now everything that's in here is stuff that we're going to be using until we leave. And that drawer, the cupboard, I should say, is also sorted through, and most of it's like travel containers and stuff that we're taking with us. but can go in a box at some point that we're not using immediately. So this is the clothing donation pile. I'm not sure if Vinnie's takes everything here because there's sheets down the bottom and the clothing's at the top. So I need to work out what they take, if they're happy to take all of that, because some places won't take sheets. This is the stuff that I started sorting through in the kitchen and the laundry. So I have two baking dishes down there that we decided, even though we use them, and we use them, I don't know, not every week, but a couple times a month maybe, particularly in winter. They're only from Kmart, so we decided that it wasn't worth us packing them up and taking them down, because they will take up a box themselves pretty much. So we're going to donate them, and we might buy some nicer ones that are going to last a little bit longer, a little bit nicer, maybe a bigger size, because there's going to be 4 adults in our house when we move instead of 2, and particularly that glass one down there that you can't really see. It's great for Andy and I, but not so great for bigger meals. This is also a donation pile. The stuff on top can be donated to a community donation center here, so it's not in a box, but everything else is books and stuff that's being donated. There's 2 boxes there, so both of those are being donated. That's donation, that's donation, and that's donation. So everything here is donation. Obviously everything in the shelf mostly is coming with us. Well, the food and the tea are, and the vinegar. I don't know why we have 2 bottles. We made a mistake there. But anyway, we will get used to it. We'll get to it. Sorry, the vinegar doesn't expire. Cat harnesses. I'm still training the cats. There's one there and one there. Those are empty. We got those from our neighbours to pick flooring. I'm not sure what to do with them. I'll have to ask her if she wants them back. But we aren't going with this company anyway, and we've already picked flooring, so I don't need them. I need to work out what to do with them. The jars are coming with us. They just need to be packed. So pretty much anything that's coming with us on the shelf just needs to be packed. The can of air can't come with us because it's an explosive. And that is the rest of what was in that drawer that I showed you first, the brown dresser in the bedroom. So we're using Andy's clothes to fill rest of boxes. Like if we just have a little bit of space and I can fit like 2 or 3 t-shirts, we're stuffing them full with that, so that saves us on a clothing box. These 2 boxes here, including the can of air, is stuff out of the laundry and bathroom that are chemicals that we can't just throw into the bin. So we need to take these to a waste depot thing, and they'll dispose of them appropriately, because we don't want them to just go into landfill. That's really, really toxic chemicals. We've got like cockroach stuff, we have kerosene, ant powder stuff, we've got WD-40, like just lots of toxic chemicals we don't want, and bleach. We don't want that going into landfill, so we're going to dispose of that appropriately. That stuff needs to go in a tech bag box that Andy needs to pack, so that still needs to be packed. We decided we are going to pack this stuff. We're going to take that stuff with us, and the toolboxes are still down there. The stuff in that red box was in the office, and it is now empty. It was just a bunch of packing stuff that I was using to pack up my crochet stuff when I sell it, but it's now got the stuff that was in the laundry that we're taking with us that was under the sink. We don't want to forget it. Nothing else up there has changed. We moved our pantry stuff that was here to this shelf and that. And we went through this. We made sure nothing was expired, which nothing is. We put out in front or on top the things that are open. So like obviously the spices, they're open. Those bars are open. We'll go through all of those wraps and probably more before we even move. So they'll get eaten, but the pasta's all fine to travel. Everything else is sealed, and I'm trying to not open any of that stuff. Salt and pepper's open, but they will be fine. And I need to sticky tape that close. So that will all travel fine. We just need to pack it in a box when we're ready. I don't know what to do with this peanut butter because we don't eat that. It's family bought it and it's like half a bottle, but I don't want to throw it out, so I might see if my neighbors want it. That's all about e-waste. So again, when we take the chemicals, we'll take that, all of this stuff, and they will dispose of it appropriately and recycle all the materials out of it that they can, which is great because we don't want that going into landfill either. More stuff to go to friends, so that's like one friend is taking both of those, that's their stuff, and there's stuff down there that we have to give to friends. There's more things that need bubble wrapping, like proper bubble wrapping, and the shelf above is like just medication that we use daily. I'm starting to fill this black bag that we acquired somewhere. It's not normal garbage bags that we use, but we acquired that, so I'm trying to reuse it. This is the box, not with everything in it, but that was the box that was in my bedside table that had medication in it. Half of that was medication that I had in there already that's expired, so it needs to go. The rest I've just sorted through the second bathroom and gotten rid of things that are expired, like almost finished Sudafed that expired last year. Vitamin B tablets that I was allergic to that I can't take anymore, that sort of thing. They're actually expired as well, so Andy can't use them either. They only just expired, which is a shame. But I have to take all of that. Oh, look, it's Lola. Hello. I have to take all that to, I think I can take it all to the pharmacy. I'm going to take it to the pharmacy tomorrow and ask them. They might say that it's way too much for them to dispose of, but I will work out where to safely dispose of this because it is all medication and a lot of it is prescription. So some of these are prescription medications. Some of them are over the counter. I probably shouldn't show my details. Like these are over the counter, but the rest of them are prescription stuff, so they can't just be thrown straight into the bin, and they're chemicals, so they can't anyway. Not much has changed in the living room, which I know I didn't show this before because it was a mess, but it's a little bit less of a mess now. I want to go get some more boxes, and everything that's under here, which is really hard to see. It goes all the way through. There's two drawers. There's this one on the front and there's one on the other side. I want to go through both of those. This is stuff we're using, so like our console controllers, TV remotes, they all get stored in there. But the drawer on the other side, which is very full, is just like old gaming consoles, and we're obviously not using that. We want to take it with us, so I'm gonna spend this week sorting through that, packing it up, and getting the box ready to go. This TV unit, as you can see, it gets really, really dirty. I'm not willing to take that with us. Andy's happy to part with it. So what I plan to do this week is empty this entire coffee table except for this front drawer here, clear it off, have everything off it, and then put our giant TV on top of it because we're taking the coffee table, take everything off the shelves because everything that's down there is coming with us. It's just the TV unit itself that's not. And I want to get rid of this. I'm going to sell it for whatever I can. I don't know how much it's going to sell for, but it's glass and it's very heavy. It's in really good condition. It just gets dirty really easily, and I hate cleaning it because within like a day it's dusty again. So I just don't do it, which is why it's super, super dusty. We decided we are selling this. It is a portable aircon unit. It goes into the window. There's the frame thing that goes into the window and the pipe. It's really good, but we're not going to use it when we're in Tasmania. And we thought we might use it in Andy's office when we build it, but we will just put a heat pump or a split system aircon one of those things in anyway. We're not going to use that, so we're going to get rid of that. I need to wash all these blankets except for that one because that's Tilly's, and we want it to smell like Tilly when she goes into her crate. But I moved this second hammock out of here, out of the office, because this one was in the office, this one was out here, and the girls are now banned from the office because this one, this Purry monster, she likes to chew boxes, and we have all the packed boxes in the office, so she's not allowed in there at the moment. The other things I did, well, I said I went through, excuse the dirty dishes in the kitchen, we finished eating dinner. I went through this. Everything that's down there is not flammable and not open. It's like our spare stuff or stuff we're going to get to within the next 4 weeks. And same with this stuff, is just like stuff for our carpet cleaner, and yeah, cleaning products and stuff that will come with us, so they'll be packed up. I also went through there, and that's completely empty now, so we don't have to worry about leaving anything behind. I threw a bunch of stuff out that was in there that wasn't even ours. But yeah, I also have a lot of washing to do. Oh yes, and I went through this cupboard here too, so that's ready to be packed, along with the stuff that's along here that we've been using. Yeah, that is where we're at the moment, and it hasn't been too exhausting. It's been a little bit exhausting, but we're getting there. We're taking it slow. We still have 4 weeks to go, so I still need to, oh yeah, I haven't done any more of this. I've actually kind of just been adding to it every time I find something more that needs to go in one of these boxes. I keep adding to that pile. We just need some more smaller boxes because we only have 2 big boxes now. I would show you the office, but Andy's in there and I don't want to be distracting, and he doesn't really want to be on the camera, so I don't want to go in there. But I'll show you guys that probably tomorrow when he's having lunch or something. Okay.